Hello everybody and welcome back. I want to show you a little something, and it's a little bit of video I took earlier, and you'll see in the video two deer. You probably won't see them immediately, but when I get up close to them you'll see them, and then when I get closer and they throw their tails up and kind of take off, you'll see there are more than two, and they kind of disappear into the forest. Crazy, huh? Well, nature's got a way of doing that. The denizens of the forest, the creatures who live here, have a natural adaptive ability to camouflage themselves. And with that being said, all of this talk of Bigfoot, some people say that a Sasquatch will somehow disappear right in front of them. Well, if you look at those deer, they seem to have disappeared really quick into the woods. It's not that hard to figure out. I'm not saying that they don't have some type of ability, we don't know. But the likelihood of that being the case, like I said, who knows? I feel it's more likely that their natural, God-given ability to camouflage themselves, meld into the woods, become part of it, it's a more likely answer than anything else. I'm of a mind that we should explore every avenue regarding this creature, because honestly, we know nothing about it. Nothing. And people in the Bigfoot community will scoff at the idea. The biggest majority of them are flesh and blood creatures, a great American or North American great ape, which could be true. It could be true. But let's not throw anything out until we know anything, for sure. There are so many sightings, so many reports that come out, and they all vary to a certain degree about how they act. I guess what I'm looking at is wherever you're at in the region they're living is how aggressive or how mild-mannered they are. Once again, this is just speculation from my perusal of reports, eyewitness and otherwise. And there are people who get stories from other people secondhand. You don't know. I've still yet to see one physically. That's my goal. People say I'm a nutbag for doing that. Hell, they say I'm a nutbag for out here even for looking for the damn thing, but oh well, I guess I am. At this point, I really don't give a crap. But the whole point of me being out here is to get that evidence. The burden of proof is to either prove the existence of or not? Does Sasquatch exist? Can't say it doesn't. But there's many people who say it doesn't exist. There's no proof saying it does exist, which I would highly beg to differ. But there's no proof that it doesn't. None. Think about that for a minute. Chew on that bone for a minute. There's no proof that Sasquatch does not exist. There's more proof that it does than it doesn't. There's too many people that come forward with accounts of sightings and interaction with the creature than there are of anybody saying that there is not a reason for it to exist. Look at all that mountain laurel. See that creek? It's a hell of a water source. Food's aplenty. We've had a mild winter this year as far as the cold and snow. We've had a couple of snows. One that amounted to a little bit of something, but most of it's been rain. And people fuss and complain about rain, but this right here, that's why we have it, and I'm not cussing it one bit. The good Lord knows. But anyway, it gives us a little bit more to look at. They may stay in an area a little bit longer. I believe they're nomadic. I believe they go where the food is. And the reason why I say that is because of their reported size, and they do travel in family pods or groups or whatever you want to call them. I'd call them a tribe, to be honest, since they seem to be more human than animal. But they, because of their size and their caloric intake, has to be so high for them to maintain a body weight ratio to stay healthy. They have to look for meat and vegetation, herbs for medicinal value. Look, animals know what plants are going to make them feel better if they ingest them or rub it on them. It's just a plain simple fact. But I believe they migrate, they're nomadic, and they will move out of an area just so they don't play it out. They may not even be in the area right now, which is cool. It's cool. But they could be. Hell, I don't know. Like I was saying, it's a hell of a water source. Plenty of places around where they could just dig in and hide, take shelter. Where I'm at, I'm in a national forest, obviously at a campground. A pretty nice one, as a matter of fact. There are people here. I was out yesterday and I ran into a jogger. He was running one of the trails. So there are people out here all the time, but they stay on these trails. I doubt very seriously that there's a time when they will come out here and go off trail. They're I just don't think it's going to happen that often. I don't think it's going to happen that often. So, and your average Joe or Jane out here hiking the trail, running the trail, well, in some of the cases, some people bring horses down here. They'll ride their bikes on the trail. If you look right there, that skid, that's a horse. Their hoof hit and slid down a little bit. But anyway, Sasquatch, if they're in the area, I don't think they have a whole lot to worry about. There might be a handful of people like me out here in the woods actually looking for them. Most everybody else could care less. They don't know. That's okay. That's great, actually. And as a matter of fact, it makes me a little bit more comfortable and at ease to be out here. Well, the simple fact is, they don't bother anybody. Nobody bothers them. It's a live and let live type of thing. And it also might make it a little bit easier for somebody like me, who's actually out here looking, to spot one. Because of the fact that they know not everybody's looking. It's a beautiful day, taking it in. If you can get outside on a day like today, do it, by all means. My day didn't start out that great. I wasn't feeling all that great when I got up this morning, and for the biggest part of the morning, I just felt really crappy. But put a little something on my stomach, and I had a little breakfast there, and had about half a pot of coffee, not half a cup, half a pot of coffee, and it seemed to settle me down, and I'm doing a lot better. And I'll leave all this discussion to you, and if you want to comment, please do. I'm hoping I'm not shaking you around too much. I know I'm running my mouth a lot this time. I got a lot to say. Next time I come through, I'm going to try and be a little bit more quiet and see what happens. But on that note, thanks for tuning in. Remember to, if you like this video, subscribe, comment, or share. Please do. And on that note, you guys have a good one and take care of each other. Until next time, talk to you later.